Oh God. Welcome back to another episode of Frank's Unsolicited Advice. We covering the NFL edition this week. I'm joined by the team, Bree and June. How y'all guys doing today?
Fantastic. I got my water and my Chick-fil-A cup.
I got. Go ahead, June.
You got what?
I got the drink, and then I got water down there.
Dang, I should have got a drink too, man.
I mean, it ain't too late. We could me and Bree can kill time.
June, you were supposed to be in your man cave today for this episode, so we could see all your Eagles stuff.
You know, if I would have got here earlier and had a wonderful day, I think I would have set up down there.
Oh, okay, I apologize then.
Well, I tell you what, I'm planning to come down there last week of August because my sister's coming in town and she wants me to come in. So if I do and we can plan it, I could probably bring my equipment and we could do this face to face. So that's something we could definitely plan on.
I might do this to June. all that smack you be talking like, okay, I'm in your face. What's up?
Yeah, but y'all gonna have to stay the night somewhere. It's like we're gonna drink. We're gonna do that one right. It's not, we can't take the term, drink whatever, because other people have it. We can come up with a term for that one. So I know we got some topics to go off tonight.
Yes, we do. You ready to start it?
Yeah, let me say, Bree and June have a good way of keeping this thing up and going, because I totally forget to put stuff in there. I really do. I'll just send it to y'all in text message and forget to put in the thing. So shout out to y'all.
Us on Instagram and expect us to remember to scroll all the way up and find it.
That's my fault. All right. Don't beat me up too much. Then the wife passed her nursing exam, her NCLEX. So, shouts out to her. You know what I'm saying? She was stressing it. First time up, she did it. Ava got all A's in school and going to the next grade. And Frankie, well, he's going to 12th grade. We're not going to go into his grades. Okay? Let's just say he's not recording music for a while and has no Xbox.
Oof.
Yeah. So let's go, Bree. Kick it off, man. Let's do this.
Okay, so Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley shares he's not vaccinated against COVID-19 after voicing his disapproval of the NFL's updated COVID-19 protocols for 2021 training camp and preseason. And he wrote a little letter on the Notes app, and I saved it to my phone, so I'm going to read it. He said, "Look, I'm going to live my one life like I want to regardless. Hi, I am Cole Beasley and I'm not vaccinated. I will be outside doing what I do. I'll be out in public. If you're scared of me, then steer clear or get vaccinated, point blank, period. I may die of COVID, but I'd rather die actually living. I have family members whose days are numbered. If they want to come see me and stay at my house, then they're going to come regardless of protocol. I don't play for the money anymore. My family has been taken care of. Find me if you want. My way of living and my values are more important to me than a dollar. I love my teammates and I enjoy playing ball because all the outside BS goes out the window in these moments. I just want to win a Super Bowl and enjoy these relationships that will be created along the way. I'm not going to take meds for a leg that isn't broken. I'd rather take my chances with COVID and build up my immunity that way. Eat better, drink water, exercise, and do what I think is necessary to be a healthy individual." Wrong. But that is my choice based on my experience and what I think is best. I'll play for free this year to live life how I've lived it from day one. If I'm forced into retirement, so be it. I've enjoyed these times I've had. I'll get to live freely with my wife, kids, and extended family forever. We get to enjoy these times that we missed from sacrifices that we had to make just so I could play this wonderful game. So either way, it's a win-win. That's where I stand. Thank you for everyone who's been supported through this process. A lot of other NFL players hold my position as well, aren't in the right place in their careers to be so outspoken. I feel for you, and I'm hoping I'm doing my part to represent you guys well. So this is where, how are you going to say, I'm not going to get vaccinated, I'm against the vaccine, I'm going to live my life freely, but then say, if you want to be near me, get vaccinated. If you're scared to be around me, get vaccinated. What?
Well, I think
then, mind you, say, well, I'm just gonna drink water, eat better, stay healthy, and exercise. But there's people who's done that and still tested positive for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you're drinking water, eating healthy, and exercising doesn't mean that you're not gonna get COVID.
So
that's just where I like, to me, it's just like, I'm not saying like go get vaccinated, yada yada yada. But don't sit there and say, well, I'm never going to catch COVID because I'm drinking water and exercising, eating healthy. So I'm against the vaccine because I know ways around not getting COVID. So that's what I got from it.
All right. So this is what I take from that, right? Yeah, he's speaking his piece and all that good stuff. But I think that if he's saying if you'd feel that uncomfortable about being around me because I'm not vaccinated, then you get vaccinated. So you're protected. I mean, I think that's the divide a lot in the country anyway right now. Like I'm on the fence about getting vaccinated. I was just going to do it because I didn't want to wear the mask at work anymore. So I was just like, F it, I'll get it done. But then when I was going to go get it done, Ava gave everybody that virus, that bug. So I didn't go get the shot. And after that, I started thinking, man, what if this is a way to put the zombie gene in us and then later on become zombies? You know what I'm saying?
I know people who are vaccinated. My parents are vaccinated.
So my parents. My parents got vaccinated. My sister just did it with my cousin. I'm really considering doing it. You know, I do have a weakened immune system, so I don't think it would hurt me. I just feel like to stick with him because I don't want to get into this whole vaccination thing. Stick it with Cole Beasley, right? His prerogative. I don't think he's winning the Super Bowl. He might want to relax and worry about his leg. I mean, look, fine. You put your stance out there. Again, he's part of organization. He's part of a business. Football is a business. If the Buffalo Bills say you will get vaccinated to play, what is he going to do? Not play? You're going to give up all that money to not because of a vaccine? Well, you're right. Healthy people get sick.
But also, you still have to get, even if you don't have the flu, you still got to get your flu shot every year.
Yeah.
When you do your like sports physicals and stuff, you got to get your shots and stuff to make sure you're healthy.
And I think the other thing about it is that you don't it's not guaranteed you're not going to get it. It's just to help you fight it. You know what I'm saying? If you happen to get it. That's the same thing with the flu vaccine. You know what I mean? The flu
drinking water is going to stop him from getting it, remember?
Yeah. I mean, I had it and nobody in my family got it. Nobody in my house got it. Nobody. And I had it, but it is what it is.
It's because they drink water.
Yeah, that's exactly why. I think that's exactly why. June, what you got, man? You're quiet, bro. What's up?
I mean, he did say that he would play for free next year, just to prove a point. That's one. And then two, I don't know. I kind of take it for there's a percentage out there in the world, like you said, that don't believe in the shot, including some people in the Navy. That I mean, they got to come to work regardless. They're not going to give up their salary, but they're measly 40, 50, 60 grand, but without BH. But I don't know. I think just like everybody else, I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. I don't know if he was just trying to get some clout off of that to make himself relevant, but he's still gonna play. And if he doesn't, then the Bills, I would say the Bills are gonna probably lose, a slot receiver there. And after they picked up Emmanuel Sanders, maybe he feels some type of way because Emmanuel Sanders got there. I don't know,
I don't know, man. I think again, man, just bro, if you left, I mean, are they really gonna miss you?
No.
No, exactly. No. So look, it is what it is. Don't get the shot, get the shot. If they come out and say you gotta have it, what you gonna do? Not get it? Again, some of these stadiums are not letting people in if they're not vaccinated. Or they're trying to put you in separate sections. So what are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. You might not be able to travel with the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, is it's his personal preference, it's his personal opinion. It's his own body. It's not like us that if it becomes completely authorized and granted, everything goes well, it becomes something that's mandatory for us to get. It's very different. We're under contract in the government. They can say because he's under contract, he might have to get it, but he really doesn't have to. He's a civilian at the end of the day.
Hey, at the end of the day, if he decides that he doesn't want to get it and they cut him loose, he's another NFL rapper with a rap career. He could just pursue that.
He has a rap song for real?
He has a whole
Oh,
album.
yeah, he does.
He has a whole album.
Bree has it on her playlist.
I don't. I don't. I just have Juice, aka Le'Veon Bell. That's the only albums. He has 3, and I'll have all 3 of them. But no, yeah, his rap album is called The Autobiography. That's Cole's rap album. Yeah, he came out with a rap album.
He was spitting some bars on there though.
And he just dropped the song January 19th of this year.
Right.
Hey, as a matter of fact, when he first dropped that, I think he dropped the freestyle first, and he was playing for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, yep, he dropped the freestyle.
Hey, for all y'all Cowboys listening, y'all own that. That's y'all. That's y'all prodigy. That's y'all, y'all dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what's the next topic? Because
so the next topic, dummy of the week? ? Kansas City Chiefs defensive end Frank Clark was arrested in Los Angeles after police saw a submachine gun in his car, police said Monday. Clark, 28, was pulled over for a vehicle violation south of downtown about 9:20 p.m. Sunday. LAPD Public Information Officer Tony M., I think that's how you say his last name, said officers noticed a bag with an Uzi sticking out in plain sight of the car. M said, that's his last name. Whatever. Clark was then arrested on suspicion of having a concealed firearm in the vehicle. He was booked in Los Angeles County Jail and released Monday afternoon on a $35,000 bond, according to the county sheriff's jail inmate website.
So that is whack, yo. That is I'll let June go first, and I'm gonna go last.
I think that's definitely, we haven't had a dummy of the week in a while. I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Like a month.
A month. It's like those those mishap chalkboard numbers that they put on the job. Well,
like on the boat, how many DUIs you had in the last forever? You went so many days. Yeah,
yeah. So I think that's a new record, right? You said a month now, Bree? Yeah, so that's 4 weeks. There you go. But I think he definitely deserves a dummy of the week. Like I said, it goes back to his status as an NFL player and setting that example, even as a celebrity or whatnot. The damage that he's gonna do, it may not be that much, depending on what they hit him in the head with. But at the end of the day, you still made the headlines. You still, why are you driving with an Uzi, making millions of dollars? I don't even know where he got put. Did he get pulled over in Malibu or something? I don't even know, because that's the type of dummy stuff they be doing. They be driving in probably the safest neighborhoods with the Uzi sticking out, thinking that something's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm confused.
It was in downtown Los Angeles, or south of downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, look, again, you make millions. Okay, you're a millionaire. You might not be wealthy, but you are rich, and you have a contract. You're coming off a year removed from winning a Super Bowl. You are part of one of the best teams in the NFL right now. It has the best odds of going to the Super Bowl this year, and you're driving around with an Uzi for what? Like, I can understand if you had in a gun case and it was locked up and you got pulled over, the cops saw it, boom. Maybe it was Sunday, so it was Father's Day, and you probably was coming from the range, or maybe you just got it as a toy. I don't know. But bro, and why are you driving your own car anyways? I never understood that. If I made that much money, I'm not driving my own car. It'd be rare occasions that I'm driving my own car. I will have a driver. That's what I'm gonna pay somebody for. So I can get faded. You can drive me around. You take the tickets on the speeding. You take the tickets on everything. I'm not taking no hits. I'll pay him. You get him. This is what's going to happen. I'm not doing that. No, it's just that. Yes, you're right. He's a dummy of the week. He should be the dummy of the month, because right now that team can let him go if they want.
Yeah. This is insane. Unbelievable.
And Baltimore pick him up because they got all the criminals anyway. So it's okay. No, Bree? No.
I'm not saying nothing.
We gave you that look like, what are you trying to say?
Listen, I'm
You
not.
didn't say
I'm not
Pittsburgh.
throwing no shade today.
No shade today. Okay.
You see little Toby getting comfortable back there.
I see him. So what you think about it, Bree?
Very dumb. Like you said, get a driver, you know. Sorry, I'm staring at my dog. Hi, Toby. He's so cute. What happened? Who did that to me?
Yeah.
He's
He's like,
nice to me.
continue.
But no, it is very, very dumb. Why are you driving around with guns? Like,
I mean,
didn't that same thing just happen to Marshawn Lattimore?
Yes.
It was all over the news. So, and that was a couple of months ago. So that in your head click, oh shit, like Marshawn Lattimore just got arrested for the same thing. Let me go put this back in the house or wherever I was staying. Boom. And it's sticking out clear as day. Like, sir, did you want to get arrested?
I'm telling you, I don't
Dummy of the week.
Yeah, you're right. He is dummy of the week. I'll give him that. Dummy of the week, dummy player of the year.
June, did you put this in the group me or the group in the notes? The next one.
Check. Let me look at it.
I can't look at it because I got using my phone. And then when I put
it's fine. It's because I saw a name and I'm like, oh gosh, we're about to go on for 45 minutes.
What name?
All right. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So apparently George Kittle.
No, not that one. The third, the gold tournament.
With the golf tournament with Brady?
Oh, the golf tournament? Oh, okay. Yeah. So the golf, I put golf by mistake. I meant golf.
Mm-hmm.
But the golf tournament with Brady and Rodgers. All right. So I guess the question is, right, and it's a pretty fair one. So is it a bad look for Rodgers, given the entire situation of him skipping, the mini camp or whatnot, to go out there and play golf with Brady?
Wait, let me talk for Frank. No, because he's golfing with Brady. If he would have golfed with somebody else, yeah, it would have been a bad look. But he's golfing with Tom Brady. That is a 7-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
6-time MVP, 20 years in the making, about to get
he's 5-time.
5-time, about to get his 8th ring this year. So no, it's not a bad look because it was with Brady. But let him have golf with like Jared Goff or
I know, right? or Jared Goff.
The other than Brady.
A bad look.
No,
that was my Frank spill for you guys.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was gonna say. Is it for charity though?
Yeah, it's for charity.
It's for charity, right? No, I don't think so. Look, I think Aaron Rodgers made his bed and he's going to stick to it. Go ahead. What's up?
Then that golf tournament was set up months ago.
Yes, it was way in advance. Okay, look. When you look at top 5, even top 10 quarterbacks in the league, Aaron Rodgers is up there. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. He just came off an MVP season. He's had success, been to the NFC Championship. The dude said, I want more, or whatever he's holding out for, that's what he's holding out for. I don't think it's a bad look. He's still got to keep an image. He's still got to make money. And this is for charity. And like Bree said, it was on the calendar a long time ago. I spoke with Aaron. He was like, look, Frank, I had this picked out when the football season was going on. This was done already. My agent told me I'm going to go do it. Now, if he's out, I really don't know, man. I'm on the fence about it. I don't think he's wrong for it. And I don't think it's a bad look. I think it's good for him. Go make money for some charity, enjoy some time, get some good media, get in front of the camera. And of course, him and Brady going back and forth. That's dope. Go get it.
I would say this. It would look very, very bad if it was like last minute, let me go play some golf, knowing that I skipped out on OTAs and mini camps and I still haven't told the Packers what the hell I'm doing.
I thought he did tell the Packers is what he wants out or give me more money or something like that.
Yeah, but like, nobody knows like if he's
not going to release him though. They're not going to let him go. I mean, think about it. They'd be stupid.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I'm on both ends here, right? Me being his teammate, and we're supposed to be this team that re-signed Aaron Jones, and we got probably the best receiver in the league. You're the MVP, right? MVP. You're not just good, but you're the MVP of last year's season.
Yeah.
And you don't want to practice with us to make us better, but you want to go play a golf game. Why couldn't you skip that too? Because at the end of the day, that 93,000 that he's being charged for not being there or whatever, he could have donated that to charity, skip that, and say, "Here you go, that's my payout." So that's the way I look at it. I'm still taking it like he's being selfish, because if he comes back and decides to play for Green Bay this year, going back to it, I'm gonna remember that, and when you tell me, yo, do this or do that better, I can't look at you the same, because that leadership role just went from a 5.0 to maybe a 3.0, 2.0 on the eval.
Okay. That's a good way. So Love is the quarterback, right? The backup that's getting on the reps right now. And from when I was listening the other day, I was taking a shower, and it sounded like the team is starting to rally around him. Like he's getting the reps, he's getting all the practice, and they're starting to say, yeah, we would love to have Aaron. He comes back, but Love is doing okay, and we'll just have to support whoever's under center. So that's a good way to look at it, though. You wasn't there for us when we needed you, so why should we support you now? My question back would be, these same players, like let's say the wide receiver, what's his name? Jones? No.
Davante Adams?
Yeah, Adams. Yeah. What if it's his contract and he wanted more money? Would he hold out?
I think it would be, I would look at any player the same, whether you're trying to sign for $40 million that you think you deserve, or an extra $2 or $3 million, depending on the years you've been in the league. I still got to look at your leadership and loyalty the same.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's good. Like I said, I don't blame him. Do you, buddy? You know what I'm saying? It's your career, your world. I always say there's more than one way to get what you want. Maybe showing up to camp, being a proactive member of the team, being a leader, being the quarterback that you're supposed to be, and let the team work it out. But a lot of people criticize him on his leadership skills. They say that he wasn't a leader. That was one of the biggest comparisons between him and, let's say, the Brees, Brady's, Mahomes, is like that he's not that guy. But and he's been known to throw people under the bus at press conferences. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't see Mahomes, you don't see Brees, you don't see Brady, you don't see Peyton back in the day do that. They would take the ownership. The onus is, I should throw the ball better. My timing was off. I read the wrong coverage or whatever. Where he's actually thrown people in the bus. So I don't know, man. Power to him. It's his money, his world. But I think if it's for charity too, at the same time, really can't get mad. You got to understand that he's doing it for a good cause. He's not doing it just to be out there,
Mm-hmm.
So what's the next topic?
Toby, you got anything to say?
No. Toby's like, no.
He needs a haircut. So the next topic is my godfather, my dad, my NFL father, Deion Sanders, sees potential for Urban Meyer to be winner in NFL with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Deion Sanders said, Urban Myers is a winner. He's a winner. I feel he has a good staff. He has a pretty darn good quarterback. He's going to have some hiccups, but he has the opportunity to win. We'll see.
I respect Deion's opinion.
I love him.
Not this segment, obviously, but maybe next week sometime, because I don't watch college like that. I know you watch your team. I don't know if June watches college like that, but
no, he don't.
He's doing a lot of good stuff in Jackson State, right? That's where he's head coaching at. HBCUs,
and the main reason why he picked the HBCU is so that, being that Deion Sanders is a big name and a lot of people know who he is, he wanted to coach for HBCU, so that way, I thought he said Avery. That way, more people will watch the HBCU games, and it would be more of HBCU football players getting an opportunity to be on TV and being looked at, because a lot of HBCU football players do these combines and hope to be in the NFL draft, and none of them really ever get called ever. So that's why he's doing it, for just more opportunities for HBCU football players to be able to have the opportunity to get selected in the draft.
Yeah, he spoke on it, especially when he was like, I'm on I Am an Athlete. And one of the hosts there, I can't get his name. He used to be a linebacker, I think, played in the Dolphins. He was like that. He would rather go to like a Florida State, Bama, whatever, because they get the money. They get the money. They got the best equipment, the best programs. And Dion went on and said, I went there. I think we could bring a lot of light to it, to HBCUs, and get the programs. And, of course, the money.
Sharp went to an HBCU.
Yeah. A lot of people did, actually.
Jerry Rice.
Rayhan did.
Walter Payton went.
So
there's a lot of-
I feel like, since we're talking about it, I think what he's doing is great, and I think that his point of view is dope, and how his approach is even better. And because of his name, he's actually bringing, like, they're gonna be on like primetime TV.
Yep.
I think Florida State,
and
right?
That's why he did it.
Yeah. They're playing Florida State, or who they playing?
No, I don't think they're playing Florida State. Let me see.
They're playing somebody, but anyway, he's got him on primetime TV, and that's what he's going for. Is he wants that exposure. And I also feel that the more of our people, famous athletes that have made it go to these schools and work or promote it, it'll bring talent there. You know what I'm saying? It's just that some people don't see it that way. But shout out to him. As far as going back to the Urban Meyer thing, we'll see. Not everybody that comes from college to the NFL to be a head coach has the same success that they had in college. And just because he's there and they got Sunshine in there doesn't mean that they're going to be this. When they got Tim Tebow there as a tight end, they're going to be this greatest. They're going to have this magical run and take over. I don't see that happening. But Lawrence hasn't experienced any kind of adversity ever, never losing a game. And now he's about to come into the NFL where you're the face of a team. You're the savior. You're supposed to be the savior of this team. And every time you lose, it's going to be scrutinized because of your name. If you would have been a 5th, 6th, 4th round pick, nobody would have cared. But you were the first number 1 overall pick, and you're coming with all this hype. Let you miss look, lose 3 games back to back, son. You might as well move to another country, because everybody talk about you. Shannon, Skip, Nick, everybody, Stephen A. Smith, we gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be bad. But that's
the game that prime time is Florida A&M. So another HBC.
Okay, Florida A&M, all right. But still, it's prime time. He's getting it. It's exposure. It's money. People can start bringing money to the school. So I think it's dope. Junior,
that's my sister's college.
You got anything you want to add to that? The Urban Meyers thing?
First of all, I root for my college team, Delaware Blue Hens. We don't have a professional team. We don't have a D1 team. So I root for my Blue Hens, which Flacco actually attended and graduated from before he won that Super Bowl in Baltimore. But anyway, just that, and we've been on TV a little bit more too. So I'll leave that there. And I think, matter of fact, Pittsburgh has one of their offensive linemen that went to Delaware. But anyway, I don't know. I think now that Deion Sanders is the coach in that situation, I think he's seeing it from the other side. And I think that's why he's probably giving him that credibility. And I think that the Tim Tebow stuff is, I don't know. I don't know what he thinks about that. He didn't comment too much on that. I don't know. I think he got a point. Maybe he sees it from a different point, especially from a coaching point that we don't see, because he's been coaching the NFL and then being a coach in college now. Maybe he gets to differentiate the two.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. What else we got, Bree?
All right. TEU, Tight End University, okay? Tight End University, created by George Kittle, Greg Olson, and Travis Kelce, is getting underway today in Nashville. Today, as in like today. Roughly 45 to 50 tight ends from across the NFL are planning to attend this 3-day retreat. Yep, Eric Ebron's on his way there, or he just got there today. All together to chill, train, practice, and pick each other's brains. Tim Tebow not invited, okay? He was trending all morning. So this is what Kittle said. So nothing against Tim Tebow, but I found it hard to invite. I wish nothing but the best for Tim Tebow, and I hope he has a fantastic season playing tight end. But it's hard for me not to invite a backup tight end on, let's just say, the New York Giants, as opposed to inviting a guy who started playing the tight end position, because we do have limited spots.
Wow.
I'm not going to invite him, but I just wish you the best.
40, 50
tight ends. That's like probably like every team's like first, second, and third string.
Yeah.
Well, about first and second string, you know, and then, oh, I'm sorry, but you're not invited to come hang out with us.
So
maybe, to me, like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's kind of sad, because this is Tim Tebow's first year playing as a tight end. It would be good for him to like attend, especially to pick their brains and to practice.
Is Gronk going?
Yeah.
Oh, break. What about Juno?
Let me see. I can tell you.
It doesn't matter. Look, so I
know Gronk is going.
I was asking.
Gronk is on this way.
So look, I think it's dope that they're doing it. I really do feel like it's dope that they're doing a tight end university. They're getting together. They're practicing. They're sharing thoughts and ideas, right? Because I feel like at the end of the day, that's just showing that they're not being selfish. They're willing to share with each other what makes them great. And it shows a level of respect too, right? Because if I didn't respect June as a tight end, I might not attend the school. I might not even attend to be there. You know what I mean? But they respect each other. I think is dope. Now, Tim Tebow, whether, you know, let's be honest, when he was told to come to switch to tight end because nobody was going to hire him as a quarterback, he went to play baseball. And now that your head coach from college is and now the head coach at Jacksonville, they're bringing you in. Oh, you're not even you're being brought in a new position. You don't even have to try out. While these kids from college that's been doing it, other people that's been playing that position longer have to try out and kind of you kind of walking onto the spot because of your name. I don't blame them for not inviting him, only because like that's sports. You know, you got to earn your keep, Junior. You know what I mean? Like you was a quarterback, earn your keep first.
They have 4 free agent tight ends attending.
Yeah, so you see, it's just showing. I mean, it's just tough love. It's sports. That's what I
mean, but it will be a good opportunity for him to go to pick. Like, you guys are gonna be practicing, relaxing, spending time together, and like picking each other's brains on being a tight end. I mean, that'll be a good like opportunity for him to go to know what it's like to be a tight end, being that he's never played before.
But has he reached out to those people? What's up, John? What you was gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, I don't know. I kind of see it on both ends where 50-50, where I think it's messed up in a sense to where he could benefit from the training. I say maybe 60-40 saying that he could benefit from the training. You know, he's switching to that position or whatnot. Now, I say 60%. I kind of see Kittle's, and also to that 40. You know, if I'm looking up to you as some type of mentor or somebody that I want to emulate, and you're just not going to invite me because what he did say was it was minimum positions. So I mean minimum spots. So because of the minimum spots, I'm going to choose this guy that's been playing tight end since he was 8 years old versus a guy that just you don't even know if this is going to pan out. You don't even know he's going to make the team. So I'm not going to give you that opportunity. And if you can't even make it on the roster as a third stringer or even practice squad, why am I even going to, you know, give you that position I could give to somebody else?
That's facts. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Literally every tight end in the league is on this roster.
So that's less than 2, Because if you take 2 tight ends per team,
Yeah.
2 teams, you're looking at
Mhm.
64. So it's roughly like
They said 40 to 60 tight ends are attending.
Okay, then yeah. I mean,
and then you got 4 free agent tight ends.
So look, like June said, you know, it's my thing is with Tebow is, did you reach out to any of these players when you decided to go tight end and say, hey, I'm about to switch over to this position?
Right.
Time to maybe meet up with me. We could do some some practice runs. You can give me some tips, some pointers. He probably, I don't know. He might, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But if he didn't do it, right, then he can't expect for these dudes to want to reach out and be like, yo, come try out with us, or come practice with us. So it's all about, and I think the energy you give is what you're going to get back in return. And if he hasn't done that the whole time, I wouldn't invite him either,
Yeah, facts.
So that's just me. What else we got there in this topic?
That is the last topic that we have for today, but I want to do a major shout out to
I added one.
Oh, you had added one?
Yeah, and I added this one for a reason. Just because of we showing diversity.
That's what my shout out was gonna be.
Oh, okay then. Well, I added this based on the we have a lot of diversity in this podcast, right? There's no filter. We talk about everything there, and I think this fits well.
Unsolicited. So Michael Sam shares his shares his support of Carl Nassib and his praises the Raiders DE for donated $100K to the Trevor Project, a suicide prevention organization for LGBTQ youth. So shout out to him for coming out as gay on Monday. It was very beautiful. I watched his video. It was just so beautiful. And the whole entire NFL supports him. Everyone was tweeting, commenting on his video, supporting him. Congrats, brother. We love you. We will support you. All his teammates, everybody was showing him so much love. Owners were showing him love. So many people were showing him so much love. And I really appreciate that. And June's question is, do you think it will change anything in today's game in the Raiders locker room? And do you think that the 100K is kind of somewhat of something else other than a donation? What do you mean by that second one?
Cool. So
so to answer your first question, I don't think it will change anything. I don't think it will, especially if there's a well, they keep saying he's probably the first one that came out on social media to announce that he's gay, just out of the blue. But there's a gay player right now on the New York Jets, and he but he's been gay his whole life, and always promoted LGBTQ, and he's a black male. I forgot his name, but I see TikToks with him and his husband all the time. So, and I mean, he still plays football, so I don't think it will change anything. I think it just shows just because I'm gay doesn't mean I can't play football. It's very beautiful. You live your life how you want to live your life, and you're an excellent football player, and that's not going to stop you from loving the game and still playing the game, because even though you came out, he was pretty sure he was gay all last season and nothing's changed. But your second question, I'm kind of confused.
Do you want to talk about the first one?
So you mean change? You think it's going to change anything in the NFL, or are people going to change with him?
No. To change in the Raiders locker room. Do you think it's going to have an effect? If this is something that they think, hey, you should have said this from the get. I mean, I feel like you don't care, but it's just a question.
No, I don't think it's going to change anything in the locker room. I think that a few reasons. One, I think that we at a place in society now where it's more acceptable than it was decades ago, So now there's no reason for you to be in the closet or secretly being who you are in a sports franchise, because I think it's very acceptable. Now, I think now
I'm pretty sure he don't want none of them men either. Anyway,
that's another thing. It's you can't assume just because a person's homosexual or a woman's a lesbian that, oh, when I take my clothes off, they're gonna want me. No, that's not. It's just we don't like everybody that's naked. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, that's not for me. But so I don't think it's gonna change anything. And the other reason I don't think it's gonna change anything too is because even if somebody has something to say about it or felt some kind of way about it, and today's cancel culture is not beneficial for you to say anything. So you might as well just put the nice smile on. Hey, I mess with you, bro. You're my man. Love you. 100 grand. You want to put
and then just all the support and love. I forgot on whose page it was, but a lot of like a lot of the Raiders players like put together like a little like compilation video, like congratulating him for coming out and that he's still a brother and he's still part of the family, and that he never ever has to like try to feel some type of way now that he came out, that they're going to love him and support him the way they did yesterday.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, what's the second part of the question? The 100 grand, what was that about?
I guess the question to that, just to clarify this, do you think that 100 grand was just hey, I'm gonna come out and I'm just gonna donate this 100 grand because I'm coming out, or do you think that he should have just donated that 100 grand I don't know, last month, 2 months ago, whenever he came up with the idea? Or do you think it was something that was planned?
I think it was something that was planned, but also like I'm going to donate and support this organization because I want kids to understand like it's okay to come out type of thing. And being that he took that big leap and came out to show that, you know, it's a suicide for kids who are LGBTQ plus. So it's just, he donated to just like show like it's okay, like you don't have to end your life, or, you know, donated to the organization. I don't know when he donated to it or anything, but basically I think he probably did it as an example, like, hey, look, like I just came out, everything's gonna be okay, type of thing.
Hold on, I'm laughing because hey, Blackjack, I'm not calling you in because we're not gonna put nobody on with us tonight. We're gonna wrap it up. We probably could do that next week and, you know, let people call in or whatever, but tonight we wasn't planning on it. So I heard you call BS on that. He called BS on it. That's exactly
what. On what?
On the money donation. Is that what you're saying, Jack?
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know why he donated the money. I mean, I think I know why. I can't assume that he did it as a gimmick. But let's just be honest that I hate saying because it's like I'm making this up. The truth is a lot of young teenagers. He said I'm coming out, I'm a lesbian. Anyway, a lot of teenagers suffer from depression, bullying. Like you said something earlier, suicides. They're not accepted. They're not viewed as equal. Kids could be a lot worse than adults. Teenagers especially. I was watching a YouTube trailer of a new movie that Mark Wahlberg has coming out. It's a true story, and I guess it's based on his son committed suicide because he was a homosexual and they were picking on him at school. So instead of what he did was his son wanted to go to New York. So he was going to walk from where they lived at in another state all the way across to New York City. And everywhere he stopped, he would give awareness of, you know, youth, that kind of stuff. So I think that the donation is just to go to support a cause that for so long has been ignored because a lot of us in society still can't grasp the concept. You know, like look at D Wade with his daughter now, you know, son that's identifying as a girl, and it's like you know, people criticize him for it. You know, a lot of people have went on to criticize him for letting his son dress like a girl and identify as a girl. And I don't know what I would do in that situation with one of my kids doing that, but I think he's doing the best thing he could do and try to support, because if you don't, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? The last thing he wants to do is wake up to a child that is dead from suicide. So Jack said the NFL is the biggest recruiting tool for the military. Now it's being used to promote population control. What, Blackjack? What you mean by population control, bro? What are you talking about? What's that? I don't know.
Does he mean like population control as far as diverse communities within the NFL?
I don't know. He can hear you, so let's see if that's what he says. Like I said, I don't want to call anybody in because I gotta go get this water from my CPAP machine, and I gotta help a friend study tonight too. So it's like next week I'll let callers in. Plus you had a rough day too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those unwind. So I was gonna talk about a topic. Yeah, I was gonna talk about the topic that I saw on this thing about.
Wait, before I wanted to say one more thing.
Hold on, Bree. He clarified. He said population control equals homosexual lifestyles. I don't think that's the case, Blackjack, with the NFL.
No. Anyway, Bree, I was gonna.
Bree had that mommy look like. No.
Yeah.
No, but also what I was gonna say is oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, Chief Corey texted me. But also about the whole donation thing, like stating like, okay, like he came out and he donated and everything. Not to throw this NFL player under the bus or anything, but does the same like apply to James Conner, who just started donating to cancer foundations after he went through cancer?
No, I think that's a complete different situation.
Why?
I think you can't compare. You can't compare the two. There's no way.
Okay, so someone comes out as LGBT plus Q community. They donate to LGBT plus Q plus foundations and organizations. Someone gets cancer, and then after they get cancer, they start donating to all these cancer foundations.
We're talking about an incurable disease, right?
Yes,
versus a choice that you make and people support you, right? And right. Again, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
We're talking about cancer, LGBT. There's no way.
I know, but it's saying like, okay, so should he have donated to them before he found out he had cancer? Or
no, that's completely different. I don't think you can compare the two. I'm sorry.
So okay. All right, I'll be the voice of reason today, right? Normally, I like letting y'all go. No, so I could see where June is saying is not comparable, because if you, like you said earlier, somebody was, you know, not somebody, we all have people, or at least have friends that are homosexual, lesbians. You know, I'm not gonna say all the letters. I'm gonna mess it up. So we just gonna keep it to what it is. For the most part, when I talk to them, it's like, yo, I've known this since I was a kid. This is who I've been my whole life, right? So if that's who you've been the whole time, then maybe you should have been donating to that the minute you had some kind of money to donate, right? It shouldn't be something that, oh, now I'm coming out, hey world, I'm here, and now I'm gonna put $100,000 on this. No, it should have been your choice, because that's something you've been dealing with. Like, to compare it now, it's like Conner having survived cancer. Yes, I would expect him to donate to it because he lived it, but I would not expect him to donate previous to it unless he had an attachment to it, i.e. a family member that died from cancer or survived it. So now I'm gonna donate because I know the importance of it, of the research. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's what you could compare, and you can't, and then you could say it's two different things, because if it's a lifestyle choice, and some might say it's not lifestyle choices, it's who you are, that's how you was born, then you should have been putting that money there anyways, because if you are a public figure and you know the struggles of being in that situation, especially like we said, high school, and these kids, and like teenagers are just worse than adults, then you should have been giving money to that. It should never came, but again, we don't know when he donated, so it's not like he did it, hey world, I'm a homosexual and I'm on the Raiders, and then that
he probably donated like a couple of dollars, and now that he has that big money, he's donating larger, and probably to like raise awareness for people to start donating to these foundations that a lot of people probably don't know of.
You want to know where we go wrong at as society, and because how much importance we're giving it. If it was just a regular stuff, nobody would care. If we just said, okay, cool, hey bro, congratulations, that's who you are, just make the tackle. You know what I'm saying? Make the tackle. Cover your, make sure you block. Do what you got to do. Nobody's going to care. But the fact that everybody will talk about it, it gives them more leeway, and the next person does it is going to do it. So if you stop talking about it as if it's something that's extravagantly amazing, that person came out, no, he should have been able to be free as who he wanted to be or she wants to be anytime. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be something celebrated. We should be.
Yeah, but it's a lot harder than said to a lot of people.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But that goes back to where we are as a society and as an organization. Sports, especially sports, is comparable to the military. We meet people, we build bonds with people, and we tend to be a lot closer with the people we meet in the Navy or in the military than we do with our own friends we grew up with after a while. You know what I'm saying? So if we wanted to accept somebody that we serve with to be who they're going to be and expect them to watch our back regardless, is the same thing. And I think society makes it to where a person comes out and it's like this big deal. It shouldn't even be a big deal. They are who they are. Should it matter if he's a homosexual, she's a lesbian, or they identify as they or it or them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't matter is what I'm saying.
No, because at the end of the day, they're living their life. What is it? Why, like,
exactly. And
like, why, like, what does it have to do with what you do? Nothing.
Exactly. Just do your job is what I would say. Now, so before we close it out, right? Because I saw it and I want to actually get your guys' take on it.
Wait,
right?
Before we close it out, and after you do your take, June needs to do his NFL meme of the week.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Bree. Thanks for keeping it in track because I sure as hell forgot. Go ahead, Bree.
June, no, go ahead. No, you say what you say because that's the last segment.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you guys, what do you think about the comment that Brady made on that show? Do you think that so we've been seeing a different side of Brady compared to what we saw for the previous 20 years, right? We saw more conservative, a guy that wouldn't really comment too much. You wouldn't see him on social media like that. Do you think his head's bigger? No, do you think that the person you see now is, I gotta go. Or the person that you see now, how do you feel about that kind of Brady talking junk, cracking jokes, making little videos here and there? I know they're kind of corny because he doesn't have that personality. But what do you think about it?
Me personally, this might come off as sounding like a bitch. Wow. I don't follow Brady nor look at any of his things nor know what he says and his personality coming out, but good for him. That's it. I don't know. I honestly I'm not a fan of Brady, so it doesn't matter to me if he's coming out acting like he's blah, blah, blah and badass now. Like,
I don't think it's more badass. I think it's interesting to see him come out of the shell and do things that you didn't see him do before. Even if
it's that he moved to Florida and don't know how to act.
Yeah, he left his dad. He left Bill Belichick. He left home. What you was gonna say, June?
No. I think he's shown who he is, and he wants to express it. So I'm pretty sure, throughout the years, he will see people say funny and dumb things, but he probably felt some type of way because he might be like, man, Dad might get mad, and Dad being Bill Belichick. He'll grab the mic and he'll probably want to say a verse from Cole Beasley's album, but then he might be like, Dad might get mad. But now he's really doing it. So, shout outs to him for being who he is.
Not the Cole Beasley album.
Be you.
Yes, exactly. Be you. So now, what's the memes?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't have the memes ready.
All right, we'll do.
Okay, I have one then. I'll June, make sure you get them next week. This is a weekly thing, so stay on top of it, please. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So this one was very, very fun. Let me turn down my brightness. It says just cop the new Madden, and it says PS5, and then they taped Brady's head next to Patrick Mahomes.
What?
Wow.
That one was very, very funny. And the caption said, just save $60.
Fair enough. Yes.
And then, we just celebrated Father's Day. And this one says, Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there who didn't raise Cowboy fans.
Wow.
Now that's messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty.
That's that's something we need to talk about next week too, is these Cowboys. And it's something that came up, like a question was being asked if Jerry Jones is always making it so that people think they're going to do something and they never really do. He's hyping them up. But I don't really have much to say to close out, except I'm happy for us to do this. Bree, you got anything you want to add?
I'll go last, June.
I know we got to get out of here, but there was just one last thing I wanted to ask you guys, A or B, right? And if you want to comment, that's cool, but I just want A or B. A being Lamar Jackson, B being Baker Mayfield. Both of them were on the news recently because they're in the last year of their contracts. Mm-hmm. So their teams were not in a hurry to extend their contracts. Reading today, Lamar Jackson is negotiating a huge contract without an agent. Baker Mayfield is negotiating a bigger contract with his agent. So in your opinion, which team do you think you would give the bigger contract extension to? And I want you to think about the Cleveland Browns.
I already know my answer.
Hold on. Where they've been or where they were and where they are today. Lamar Jackson's direct impact when he first got there and where he is today.
The answer is easy, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
The answer is so easy. It's Lamar Jackson. And it's because of his impact that he's had on that team for the last 3 years versus Baker Mayfield, who just got his groove, but he's also a once in a blue moon type of quarterback. He might do phenomenal and amazing like he did in the game against Pittsburgh, and then he might suck the next week or the next 3 weeks, or then he might have one more good game or another good game, and then he might downfall and suck. Not suck, but he might downfall and not do as good as he did the previous game. He's not consistent. He doesn't have as much consistency like Lamar Jackson. And I know those are both my rivals, but I would rather have Lamar Jackson take that bigger chunk because of how consistent he is. The last 3 years, every single year that he's played there, they've made it to the playoffs. They've won their like big games. Even though I make jokes and say, oh, he's a running back, I don't know why he's playing quarterback. He just hogs the ball and everything. But at the end of the day, he's winning more games and he's more consistent than Baker Mayfield, in my opinion.
So I thought about what you said and impact, right?
I'm going somewhere with this, so go ahead.
Before the last season, when was the last time the dog pound, the Browns went to the playoffs?
Like in the 90s?
Yeah. When Lamar Jackson got to started for the Ravens, were the Ravens a losing organization or they were in a period
they were in a period no, they were
always been winning in my opinion.
They were no. This is my division. I know, June, okay? No, they were like iffy, like after that Super Bowl that they went to in 2015, 16. Mm-hmm. It was just like iffy, steady, like 2 seasons they didn't make it to the playoffs after that. He came in 2018 and he's been consistent.
So I guess the point I'm trying to make is that they're only what? I want to say 9 years removed from winning a Super Bowl, almost 10 years.
Who?
The Ravens. When's the last time they won a Super Bowl? In 13? I was on the Bush and it was against Kaepernick. The whole lights out. I think it was the 2012 season. They played the Super Bowl in
2013.
Yep. So they're roughly 9 to 8 years removed from winning a Super Bowl. The dog pound hasn't won a Super Bowl ever and won an NFL championship when old boy was Jim Brown was the running back. So I'm gonna go with stats though. So what I'm gonna go is with the most recent unanimous MVP, which would be Lamar Jackson. I would go with the fact that Lamar Jackson, if you take him out the game, they become very one-dimensional. I will
You
say,
see what happened when he had to run and go poop in the locker room.
and then not only that, I look at the fact that they haven't really given him what he needs in that receiving core for him to get what he needs. Everybody knows his only weapon is AJ Brown. They got rid of their tight ends. Hurst went somewhere else. So I would go Lamar Jackson, but this is how I feel about both of them, to be honest with you. I wouldn't sign no contract until this season, mid-season. I would want to see where you at. So if by week 8, you have shown me that we can ride with you, then I'll sign you. I'll give you the money, because then I know what I'm getting. What we've seen, with some people is they get these big contracts and they rescind a little bit in their performance. Baker, at the same time, we don't know, like you said, he's sometime-ish. So what I would do again is I would just wait. Hey, we're not going to talk about no contract session until you play. I want to see you play. You give me what I want, I give you what you want. You give me, you don't give me what I want, then I'm not going to extend you. You can go somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I 100% agree with Frank. That's exactly where I was going with it. I wasn't going to choose either A or B, because it kind of goes with both. I look at the progress that Lamar Jackson has done, and I also look at his inaccuracy, right, versus the progress that Baker has made and where he's gotten the team. Lamar has gotten the team to the same position every year and the same outcome. He went to a team that's a little bit more formalized than the Cleveland Browns. So I'm not gonna pick one,
Also,
and I wouldn't hold on, and I wouldn't pick one until this season to see how it goes. Because if Baker Mayfield performs like he did last season, and Lamar Jackson ends up like he did last season, I'm gonna go with Baker 110%.
But remember at the beginning of 2019 when they added all of those amazing weapons for Baker Mayfield to the Browns and they still didn't do nothing.
What amazing weapons?
They had Odell.
But but he said something consistent, and what's consistent about the Ravens is the head coach has been there forever. It's the same thing with your team. Consistency plays a part. Tomlinson's been there for a while. When Baker has had 3 different head coaches since he's started, and I don't know how many offensive coordinators. So he hasn't really had the consistency to help him grow as a quarterback. That's why I say give him another year under this head coach again and see what he does.
See what he does. Okay.
And Lamar Jackson, he like Mahomes walked into a perfect situation with a great head coach, a great system. I think Mahomes has better receiving core. He has a better system, I would say, than Lamar. But they had Harbaugh there. He's won 2 Super Bowls there, or one? Just one, right? 1 Super Bowl. Harbaugh 1 Super Bowl. 2. So he's had his wins. He's established. So that's why I say that I will wait. I would always wait. That's all.
So I was laughing because Google, when was the last time the Browns won a Super Bowl? It was in 1964.
Jim Brown was there. Super Bowl?
Huh?
Was it the NFL championship? No, it was 64. Yeah, okay, yeah. Because, okay. So
in the 50s, it was the championship.
Yeah, 64. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up because I do have to go.
All right. Yep. June, do your closing statements really fast so I can do mine and we can bounce.
All right. Hey, I appreciate this week's episode. Definitely getting all of us out of our chaotic days sometimes. Other than that, stay safe, stay blessed.
Okay. I hope everyone has a great and amazing weekend. It's always fun doing this with June and Frank. I'm glad that we had a great show this week and no one yelled or didn't scream at each other. I tried turning a new leaf on my birthday, but it didn't work. So hopefully this is the new leaf I'm turning. And just fingers crossed and say a prayer for me because they had the CRF conversion board today. So let's hope I get picked up for NC. But that's all I have. I hope everyone has a great, amazing, and wonderful week. Bye.